And here they are, your wealth warriors.
All right, good Tuesday afternoon, I guess it is today. Thank you for joining us. It is your Wealth Warriors, bringing you all the information that you need to know to be successful in your business. So you've got myself, Ryan Hobbs, and Tyler Van Kaken here today of the Wealth Warriors. We're going to talk with you guys about a few different things about our businesses and how we got them started and some of the things that we have kind of endured along the way. We'll kind of talk about that. But before we get into all that, got a few housekeeping rules as normal. All right, if you guys are watching us live, make sure you leave us that hashtag live. If you're watching this on a replay, make sure you leave us a hashtag replay. If you're watching this and you've got any questions whatsoever, feel free to drop them in the comments. We'll throw them up on the screen. We'll answer your questions. Even if you're watching this on a replay, feel free to drop those questions in because we do go back and check these lives and the replays to see who's commenting on them. So again, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. Tyler, how's it going today?
It's going great. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning here for me on the West Coast, but a good morning nonetheless. Ready to get to it, share some of our experiences and some of the wisdom that we have from starting our online businesses, from where we started to how we got to where we are now, and all the fun things involved in the middle. Because it's definitely not for the faint-hearted, but it sure is fun when you can make it fun. So
that is so true. You know, when we first started these journeys, like many of you out there, we have a vision of what we want our lifestyle to be, right? I mean, when we get started with this, you know, for many of us, it may be the fact that you have a 9-to-5 that you don't necessarily care for. You know, yesterday we talked a little bit about people that like their 9-to-5, but maybe they just want to supplement their income. Maybe they'd like to have a little bit of extra money to travel a little bit more, have a little bit more peace of mind, something like that. So, you know, there's many different reasons why people get into this journey and start an online business. Mostly it is to create income for one reason or another, whatever that why is for you, all right? But today I want to talk a little bit about why people actually fail with this, all right? There's many reasons why people get into this and don't find the success that they're looking for. And I know in my journey, and mine and Megan's journey, actually, when we first got started, there was a lot of different things that kind of kept us from really getting going. You know, you can find resources out there. You can Google it. You can YouTube it. You can, if you want to find it, you'll find it, right? And the thing is, people don't know where to start. And they end up buying product after product after product and trying to figure out what it is that's going to help them get started. They're looking for maybe that one thing that's just not getting it. And the reason why they haven't been able to get started and get going on their journey. And a lot of times you buy these products from people that, you know, hype up things, tell you about, hey, this is the next best thing. You need to buy it now. This is what you're missing. And I'll admit, I've been one of those. I've talked about those things and I've said, hey, this is what you need. This is the happening thing. This is now. This is what you got to get. But really what we need to work on is being consistent in where we're at and the products and the things that we buy and making sure that we're, you know, we talked a little bit about this yesterday about being consistent and being the fact that you don't want to switch lanes every 5 minutes trying to figure out what's going to work for you. You know, so that's a big mistake for a lot of people is they tend to keep looking for different products that are going to be that thing that's going to help them out. And so we've been down that road. I know Tyler has as well. You know, it's been one of those things where you get going with something, you get all amped up about it, you're excited and everything. You start working on things, you start to see where you're making changes and you're progressing, and then all of a sudden that excitement starts to slow down because maybe you haven't seen the results that you're looking for. And it's only been 2 days. It's only been 2 days and I put all this work in and I've not gotten anything back from it. What the heck? This is all wrong. It doesn't work. It's a scam. We've all been there. And sometimes it takes just a little bit more. And I know this is going to be a shock for some of you. It takes a little bit more than just a couple of days to really get going with this stuff. It takes a lot of work, doesn't it, Tyler?
Oh, absolutely. 100%. I mean, you know, some of what you're talking about here, I know Daniel had an email that came out and I think it was something along the lines of, those who buy cheap buy often. And in my life, I relate that to the things that I love in my life, which is honestly fishing. All of you guys out there know that I'm a fisherman, that I love to fish. Ryan's a fisherman as well. So I know that he'll be able to attest to some of these things. And listen, I've bought cheap, shitty gear before. I've bought cheap, Canadian Tire, Walmart rods, Walmart reels, and done the thing and gone out fishing and snapped rods and, lost gear and all these different things, right? And then, now when I go out and I expressly buy fishing equipment, I literally make sure that I buy the best that I can afford, the best of the best, because I get I get the unparalleled support from the company. I get the best warranties in the industry. I can snap rods and I can send it away and I'll get a new rod in the mail a week later. Like you get what you pay for, like anything in life. And I know that many of you out there have had these experiences where you might buy some cheap thing here, some cheap thing there, and you might buy one or two of them, and then eventually you go, oh god, like I should have just bought the good one the first time. But now you spent all this money on the cheap stuff, and then you still went and bought the good stuff in the end anyway. And it's kind of like, those who buy cheap buy often. And you got to realize that if you buy quality the first time, you're going to get quality in return. And that's really what helped us start our businesses. And Ryan and I had to shift our mindset early on in the beginning. I mean, Ryan lost his job, and we were both looking at spending a significant amount of money, somewhere in the neighborhood of $2,000 to $3,000 to really help us learn how to get things going, and how to build our businesses for the long term. And that was a lot of money for both of us back then. I mean, it was a lot of money for me, it was a lot of money for him and his family. But ultimately we realized that to go through and keep buying at this $50 price mark, or this $150 price mark, and getting the bare bones information, ultimately was not going to get us very far very fast. And in order for us to really propel ourselves, we needed to buy something of quality that was actually going to help us get through the stumbling blocks that we were seeing in our businesses. And it really came down to buying something that was quality, buying something that had some support, and really helping us to get everything in a step-by-step kind of linear motion, to where we could just easily follow it and go, and like we were off to the races kind of thing, right? And I think that that's really important for people to understand. Like, you get what you pay for. And especially here with the Wealth Warriors, you definitely get what you pay for, because we're offering like $20,000 worth of bonuses completely free, which is just friggin' nuts. But it's because we saw a huge gap in the market for you guys out there that are asking for extra support. Can I get some coaching? Can I message you, and can I talk to you if I have problems in my business? Is there somewhere that I can go, to really talk to somebody and talk to a real person and get the support that I'm looking for? Because I'm running into these stumbling blocks. I have questions still about what's going on here and there. And we heard you, we saw you, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why we come on these lives every morning. It's to share our experiences, help you guys answer some questions, and then ultimately for our students that want to join in for the long-term process and really build a long-term sustainable businesses, we give them unparalleled support to really help them and see them through the dark times, the stumbling blocks, the roadblocks, the speed bumps, all of the things that you're going to incur running any kind of business. I don't care if you're running a lemonade stand out in front of your driveway, you're going to run into problems, okay? And you probably need someone to help you through those problems, because you may not have experienced them before. And I can tell you firsthand that when you have a mentor that has experienced the problems that you're currently experiencing, they can help you through them so much faster and get you to a place of like positive thinking, get you through the stumbling block that you're going through, and get you through to the other side without you feeling so, in like a cave, like you're being sucked down, and you're hitting that valley of despair, and you're just not sure if anything's ever going to work again, because this one problem is just eating your mind alive, right? Well, when you have a mentor that's been through it and gone through it and can help you through it 10 times faster than what you could do on your own, it's significant.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad you brought up the fact of the fishing gear, because I got a little story I want to tell about that. When it comes to when it comes to fishing gear, I, just like Tyler, over the years have figured out it's better to spend a little bit of money and get something that's quality, right? Instead of buying the cheap stuff all the time. So I have this buddy of mine, we would go fishing every spring. We would take a week and we'd go fishing out on the lake. And, we were fishing for bluegill in the spring. That's what we do here in the Indiana, Kentucky area. And, for years I've been doing this, so I had the right gear and everything. My buddy, he's coming down with me, and he's got his Walmart special, that he just picked up for, $15-20 so that he can utilize. I don't need anything that big a deal as long as I can, cast a line out. So, all right, cool. So we get out on the lake and we're sitting there and find a good spot. We're actually in a bed where the bluegill have bedded down. And for those of you that don't know, that means they're everywhere and they're biting on anything. I mean, you can drop pretty much anything in the water and they're going to bite at it, right? And so I'm sitting here, we're anchored out, and every cast, I'm catching a fish, reeling in a fish. My buddy's sitting over there and I hear this grumbling and this, damn it, I look back, I'm like, what the heck's going on? He's like, oh, I'm fine. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to go back to catching fish. So that's what I came here to do. And so I sit there and I continue to cast out and bring a fish in, cast out, bring a fish in. I continue to hear the grumbling behind me, and I know what it is. His little rod and reel that he purchased on the cheap, it's not casting out for him. Every time he tries to cast, it just stops. The line doesn't come out of the reel, and it just hits on the edge of the boat, and that's it. Every about, I don't know, 3 or 4 tries, he'd get a decent cast out. But because he was having so much trouble and anguish trying to do anything, he wasn't catching any fish. And here I am, I'm bringing them in every time I cast a line out. So this goes on for a little bit, and I continue to bring fish in. Next thing I know, I hear this big splash back behind me. And I look back, and my buddy no longer has a rod and a reel in his hand. And I look as I just see the tip of the rod going into the water. I'm like, what'd you do? I said, to hell with this crap. And he just threw it on in the water. He was done with it. He just bought it, but he was done with it. And so the very next day, we go out, and he realizes he saw what I had, that I had spent money on. And the stuff that I was using was probably about $100 or so, something like that. He went out and got the exact same thing. And guess what? That day, we both caught fish because he had the right equipment. He wasn't getting aggravated and upset because he wasn't able to do the same things that he saw somebody sitting right next to him be able to do. And that's why a lot of people in this business, again, we talk about failures, people aren't spending the right things. They're not investing in the right products and the right mentors to get them where they want to be. Instead, they're sitting there at their desk and they're frustrated. And they're throwing the towel in because they're not getting the results because they don't understand what's going on. The product's not getting them what they need. They're confused. They still don't know where to start. Yes, they've purchased, they've invested in something, but it wasn't the right thing to get them going. And I can sympathize with that because we've done the same thing. And I know Tyler also has. We've invested in programs and mentors that did absolutely nothing for us. All we did was we learned, all right, this is what we don't need to do. So we've been through those mistakes. And unfortunately, yes, we did invest money that all we did was learn what not to do. And that's okay. Sometimes in this business, you're going to do that. But the thing is, you need to find a proven mentor that is not only going to sit here and go, hey guys, guess what? I got diamond rings here, and I've got this award here, and I got this award and that award and all that. That's not what you want in a mentor. What you want in a mentor is somebody that can show you the other people that they have helped get results. And that's what the Wealth Warriors is all about. We can show you time and again all the results that our students are getting. And that's what we talk about a lot of the time as Wealth Warriors. Our students are coming in and they're starting brand new and they're crushing it within 90 days, hitting their first 10K in commissions. We've even got people that are coming into the program that have been doing this for a while. Those same people that were sitting in that boat and threw the rod and the reel in the lake, those people that are aggravated and upset because they have purchased things and they're not getting those results. Those same people are coming into our program with the Wealth Warriors and they're turning things around and they're starting to see results. Yes, it takes an investment, and it takes a decent investment to get going with it. But if you can make that investment and then within 90 days get 100% return on that investment plus some, isn't it worth it to do that? And that's, again, that is another reason why people fail at this, because they're stopping just short of their goal line when it comes to investing in the right products and finding the right people. Again, you can look at anything that the Wealth Warriors are putting out there. I know we're hot and heavy on Facebook. We're hot and heavy on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. We're all out there. Shoot, as a matter of fact, I think I looked this morning and hashtag Wealth Warriors has almost hit 13 million views. It's gained a million views in just a few days, in a short week. So there's people out there, you can find the results that our students are seeing, and it's unbelievable. So if you guys are one of those people that are aggravated with not getting the results that you're looking for, stop beating yourself to death and beating yourself up. You just need the proven plan and the product. And that's what we help with. We help with that daily action plan for you. We help get you going in the right direction with proven success. Right, Tyler? You're muted.
Yes, I am. Man, going it alone is probably the hardest, most frustrating, most incredibly difficult thing you can do when trying to learn anything. I don't care if you want to learn how to be a fisherman. I don't care if you want to learn how to be a makeup artist. I don't care if you want to learn how to be an actor. It doesn't, photographer, whatever it is. When you go those things alone, you are going to do it the hardest way possible. No matter which way you slice it, going it alone is going to be the hardest road that you've ever endured. And listen, there are some people that enjoy doing it that way. They want to go through all the trials and tribulations and learn it the hard way, and call themselves, I came from nothing and had no help and I made it to here and all that stuff. And hey, that's great for those people, but you know what? That's not the majority of people that actually want to do it that way. That's not really how most of the people that you see that are being successful online have done it that way. Most of them have gone out and sought after a mentor. They've sought after training. They've emulated people that are doing what they want to do. They're making the money that they want to make. They're promoting the products that they want to promote, all those kind of things, right? So they go and they find those people and they get mentorship from them to help them along in their business. Like, going it alone is so frustrating. And there was a comment here that I don't know where to start, and I'm afraid to make a mistake and then end up losing money instead of winning some. And listen, I fully understand, and I think Ryan does too. We both fully understand your position on this, because we were scared. We were afraid when we first started, and there's nothing wrong with being afraid. But listen, the fear is what's supposed to drive you to be successful. The fear is like, you're going to do this come hell or high water. If you decide to invest in something, you're going to make it work no matter what. And you have to have that conviction within yourself, and you have to know that about yourself, that there are going to be times, absolutely, when you potentially do spend some money and you might not get the return that you're looking for, but that doesn't mean that you quit. That means that you push that much harder, right? It's not about, okay, I got bit, so now I'm just never ever going to do this ever again. This isn't for me. Like, that is a really, really poor mindset and a poor way of thinking, because there's always things that you can learn from those experiences. Like Brian said, we've had experiences where we've gone in and looked at different courses and different programs and purchased things, and there was still good things that we got from those courses, whether or not they were lessons of, hey, we should do this, or hey, we shouldn't do this. We went into it with the mindset of, we're going to learn something regardless, and that's okay. And we're willing to invest the money to learn those lessons, to help us grow in our business, to see what it is that we either should do or shouldn't do. And that's honestly what's got us here to this point right now, to where we've joined up with the Wealth Warriors, and we're bringing you guys the support support that you guys need, because we've been through some stuff where, you know, the support wasn't there, and we weren't able to ask the questions that we want to ask. And, you know, people weren't coming live like this every day, to where, you know, you had a supportive community of people where, you know, we were lifting you guys up, right? And so, you know, we learned that this is something that we should be doing, right? Even though that the program that maybe we were in didn't do that, but there's still lessons to be learned everywhere. And it's not about winning or losing money. Money comes and goes, okay? It always has, and it always will. You know, whether you're at a 9-to-5 job, whether you're working online, I mean, there are certain months where, you know, I've barely made a couple of grand, and there's certain months where I've made over $10,000. And, you know, so money comes and goes, and it's all based on your effort and your conviction about what you're going to do. And if you really believe that you are going to make this work for yourself, come hell or high water, you will make it happen. And you certainly will make it happen when you have the kind of support that we're offering you, because again, we're seeing our students absolutely crush it. People are hitting $10,000 within 90 days. You know, the testimonials are out there. The testimonials don't lie. You don't have to take our word for it. Take our students' word for it, because they're the ones that are truly winning and are truly seeing the success and the value that we're putting out there. And that's really honestly what matters to us, is that our students crush it out there. That is the most important thing to us and our businesses, is that those students crush it. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, there's basically three options that you can go with when you get into business like this. You know, let's talk about something like climbing Mount Everest. All right, if you're going to go climb Mount Everest, how are you going to achieve that goal? What are you going to do? Are you going to go on YouTube and Google and try to figure out what's the best way to climb Mount Everest? Are you going to show up in shorts and a tank top and flip-flops because the guy on the YouTube video, that's what he looked like when he was climbing it? That doesn't seem like a very good way to go about it. You know, second option is you can buy you a map. You can put some skin in the game. You could buy you a map. Now there's a $7 map that you could buy, but I don't know that it's going to be very detailed. You could probably spend $200 or $300 on a very pretty detailed map to help you kind of map out your road to get you up to the top. But then there's option 3. You can hire yourself a guide that has been there and has done it before, that will help you along the way so that you can do it together. Now, I don't know about you. I don't like cold very much, but if I'm going to try to climb Mount Everest, I think I'm going to try to get me a guide. I'm not going to watch the videos and trust the guy in flip-flops and a tank top. Okay? So the same thing goes with your business. You've got 3 options. You can watch endless videos all day long and see people talking about what they're doing, or you can actually join up with people that are doing it with you. Not only helping you, but doing it with you, seeing you get the results. You know, in my mind, that's the best way to go. That's what we've done with our mentor, our 7-figure mentor. You know, and that's what we're inviting you guys to do as well, to come join us on this journey. You know, our next goals is to hit 7 figures. That's what we want you to be able to do as well. Come on this journey with us. Let us help you climb that mountain and get the results that you're looking for. Stop struggling and let's do it. You know, there's so many of us in this program. You know, I just made a post earlier today about the fact that I think we just had 5 10K Club winners coming out of the Wealth Warriors team this past month, and soon to be a 6th. And it's absolutely amazing to see these results day in and day out. Again, not our results. I'm not talking about my personal results. I'm not talking about Tyler's results or the rest of the coaches here with the Wealth Warriors. I'm talking about our students that are coming in and crushing it and seeing these results that are absolutely amazing. You know, again, these results are everywhere. If you're looking for them, let us know. Leave us a hashtag results, and we will show you the results that our students are seeing. And then we can talk a little bit more about how you can be one of those students as well. And as Tyler mentioned earlier, we're giving away our teachings as complete bonuses for people coming in to the program to join with our mentor. All you got to do is join that program. And as a complete bonus, you get the Wealth Warrior Lifetime Weekly Coaching, along with several other bonuses that, as Tyler mentioned, are well worth over $20,000. And again, the reason why we're doing this is so that we can see our students' results, and we want to see them win. And we're seeing it every day. So stop watching from the sidelines. I've said this many a times. Stop watching from the sidelines. Let's get in the game and figure out how you can better your life and get where you're wanting to be. Now, I know that this may seem too good to be true. I always love using that term, too good to be true. You know, what a lot of people don't see, you know, we sit here and we make these videos and we make our Facebook posts and, you know, they say, well, shoot, these guys are working an hour or so a day. No, what you're not seeing is all the behind the scenes stuff. Our business is much like that of an iceberg. You know, you see the tip of the iceberg above the water, but you don't see how massive that iceberg is below the water. You don't see all the daily things that we are doing in our lives and in our businesses, you know, from the daily marketing plans that we do, the email, the sales funnels that we are constantly working on, the presentations that we're constantly doing and working on, the copywriting that we strive to be better at. You know, you don't see those things. And so if you don't have that daily action plan for you to be working on all these things that is below the surface, that you don't see out here in public every day, then you need to get into a program that's going to help you with those daily action plans and get you on the right road to success.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to being decisive. You have to decide what it is that you want for your future. You know, if you're stuck doing the same thing that you've always been doing, and you're wondering, how do I get started? I don't know if I can do this, blah blah blah. Like, it's time that you make a decision. You either in or you're out. And if you're in, you're going to go all in, and that's the decision. You are going to make this work, hell or high water, and you have to have that kind of conviction. I mean, when I first started, guys, you know, I said to myself, I said, I'm going to quit my job in 12 months, and I'm going to be able to work online full time, and that's what I'm going to do. And literally, that is what I had in my mind. And come hell or high water, I was going to make that work. I was filming content, I was soaking up content, I was reading as much as I possibly could. I was networking with as many people as I could. That's how I met Megan and Ryan, was, through networking through this industry and talking to people and seeing who was willing to help me and who wasn't, and all those kind of things, right? And literally, my 12-month goal became a 6-month reality. In 6 months, I was able to quit my 9-to-5 job. I walked into my boss's office and I said, I built my own business online. I'm now earning my wage online and I'm out. And he was like, say what? And I was like, yes. And he's like, what do you mean you built a business online and you're out? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. And I said, well, you're going to have to believe it because it's the reality. And I'm putting in my 2 weeks notice now. So you might want to hire somebody that I can train real freaking quick. And that's basically what they did. They hired someone that I could train, and 2 weeks later I was out. And it's because I made the decision that this is what I was going to do. This is how I was going to do it. And I was not going to let myself fail, even though there were times in those 6 months that I had small failures that ended up being lessons, because at the end of the day, there's no such thing as a failure. It's just a lesson. The only failure in life is the failure not to learn. So, we all have those trials and tribulations, but you got to make a decision to sit on the fence and to be a maybe, to not say yes or no. It's not going to work for you long term. And I'm only telling you guys this because I've literally been a maybe guy, for a lot of my life. I've said maybe to a lot of people. I've said, like, yeah, I could probably do that, or, maybe I'll show up to this, or maybe I'll do that. And ultimately a maybe just ends up being a no. But I didn't want to be decisive in that no. Well, you need to be more decisive. You need to make a decision for your life if you want your life to change. That's the only way that it will change. And it's something that I've learned over the last year and a half, to be more decisive with myself, to be more decisive with what I'm doing in my business. Because when you make decisions, good or bad, it doesn't really matter. You're still going to learn something. You're still going to progress. You're still going to see, the road moving forward, versus you just sitting on the sidelines watching everybody else drive by.
Yep. Indeed. I think a lot of people out there kind of watching us and have been watching us are like, all right, what's the deal here? What's the secret? There's got to be some sort of secret that these guys are seeing success and their students are seeing success. And so I hope y'all are paying attention right now, because I'm going to talk about our secrets of how we're getting results. All right.
Well, don't tell them too much, Ryan.
I'm going to tell them. Because I know they're all out there going, well, what's the deal? What's the deal? How is it that they're doing this? How are they doing this? So I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what our secrets are. The fact that 90% of our program is done for you. That includes all the tech setup and no getting on the phone to close sales. All right. 90% of the work is done for us. We've got a team, a 7-figure team that comes in and sets up all the tech stuff. So if you've been wondering, well, do I need a landing page? Do I need a website? Well, what do I need to do for email marketing? How do I set that up? Well, what autoresponder do I need? Now, if some of you are sitting there going, is he even speaking English anymore? Or did he switch over to Chinese on me? Because I didn't understand a word he just said. You are who I'm talking to. 90% of it is set up for you. Our team goes out there and builds your funnels, builds your sites, builds your landing page, puts your email autoresponder together, does all of that for you. Now, yes, we expect you to learn in time how to do those things yourselves. But with this program, again, it's done for you. So you don't have to worry about getting all that stuff set up and spending months setting all that stuff up so that you can start promoting and start earning as quickly as possible. All right. The next thing is, we talked about this, making $2,000 to $5,000 commissions without talking to anybody on the phone. That's powerful. That's powerful. You will have access to a 7-figure team, sales team, that is amazing at what they do. I'm not closing my sales. Tyler's not closing his sales over the phone. None of our team is. None of our students are. They're leveraging a 7-figure sales team that is absolutely amazing at what they do and getting huge results to close those sales for them. So again, that is another huge secret. And then the last one that I want to share with you is, what if you could promote a product and leverage someone else's bonuses and results as your bonus just coming in? Where are you going to find that? And I'm going to answer that for you. Nowhere. Nowhere will you find that out there. Only the Wealth Warriors are bringing you the fact that you can leverage our coaching program and our students' results to help you to be able to promote the products that you need to make these $2,000 to $5,000 commissions. Okay. Again, yes, you heard me correctly. You can utilize our bonus, our free lifetime weekly coaching as your bonus to get people to promote your product. All right. So again, I haven't seen that anywhere else. I don't know if Tyler has.
No, hell no. That's why
Unheard
we're doing
of.
this. So
Unheard
badass.
of.
It's crazy.
But
It's
those
crazy.
are the things. Those are the things that are helping our students see results.
100%.
Is the fact that they can not only offer a great program that people are seeing results with, but they're leveraging the bonuses of the Wealth Warrior team to be able to promote those products and make sales. Again, with 90% of it done for them and not having to get on calls, it's a pretty good deal.
Absolutely.
So again, if anybody's interested in that, leave us a hashtag Wealth Warriors or a hashtag I want in. Leave us that hashtag results if you want to see what some of our other students are doing. We got a whole laundry list full of names and testimonials of people that have come through this program and are seeing results. We've got a whole handful of people that are quitting jobs that are seeing that better lifestyle that they're looking for. So again, if you're willing to put the work in, you got to do that 10%. There's a little bit you got to do. We can't do it all for 100%. I'm sorry. Can't do it. You guys, you got to be able to put that little 10% in, but I promise you, if you can do that and be consistent with it, you're going to see results just like the rest of our students are.
Absolutely. 100%. I mean, It's just crazy. I don't even know what to say about it. It's absolutely just crazy what we've been able to do, and what our students have been able to do, and the results that they're getting. And we're saying 10 grand in 90 days, but like I really want you guys to ask yourselves, what would 10 grand in a year do for your life? Like if you could make $10,000 extra just for the year, how would that change your life, let alone 10 grand in 90 days? Like there are so many people out there that are like, all I need is an extra $1,000 a month, and that would just help me to get on track. I mean, an extra $1,000 a month is only $12,000 for the year. Like, how would that change your life? And we are literally seeing people hit 10K in 90 days and then hit another 10K in even less time, and that is literally giving them life changing results, like real life changing results. We have so many students in here that are, they've hit their 20 or $30,000 mark, or maybe even their $40,000 mark, and they're literally like, that's more money than I've ever made in a year. I mean, you know, I, I know Ryan tells this story, but I mean, like, for him, making 35 or $40,000 online was like more than he'd made all year in his 9 to 5 job. And I was the same way. I mean, I was making about 55K a year, and at my 9 to 5 job, and I've made more money than that in 6 months on my online job. I mean, that's more money than I've ever seen come in such a short period of time. How would that change your life? Because it's changed our lives. It's changed the lives of our students. Some of them don't have to go back to work. Maybe they've been laid off already before, or maybe they had family circumstances that, left them at home searching for a way to make money, and now they've been able to do that. And they're like, I'm free and clear. I've literally made my year's wage in the last 90 days, and I don't have to go back or worry about going back to my 9 to 5 job. That is real life-changing results. And if you want to see those testimonials, we're happy to show them to you. All you have to do is comment Wealth Warriors right now, right here, and we will send you over to our funnel page that has all of our testimonials in it. We're happy to share testimonials with you guys and show you guys the results of real people that are taking real action in their lives and getting life-changing results, because it is powerful, powerful stuff. I'm telling you that right now.
Indeed, indeed. I think we've talked a lot about some of the things, why people fail. It's important to get, a mentor, people taking the wrong path of watching videos, and, just we talked about a lot of different things. And I know there's a lot of people out there in this, in this community. Here it is. We're broadcasting on Facebook. We've got YouTube, we've got TikTok out there as well. So I know that there's a lot of you guys out there that are trying to figure out how to get going with this. You guys are sitting in the same spot that myself and Megan and Tyler were sitting in, just 2 short years ago. The fact of the matter is, this is real. And I understand those of you out there that look at this with skepticism and caution, and that's great. You have to be cautious. You have to have a sense of skepticism when you get into something different. But we've also learned that mindset has a lot to do with how we progress and how we take our steps forwards. And, I've always talked about here recently about opportunity being disguised as risk. We're all always out there going, well, shoot, I wish I had an opportunity to better my life. And then all of a sudden something lands in your lap and you go, oh, shoot, that's a big risk. Well, it was an opportunity disguised as a risk. And if you're willing to say, okay, I think I can take the chance here and I can figure out that this is going to work for me, because you know what? It's worked for so many other people. That was my thing. When we first got started, yeah, there's a ton of things that you can find online that are going to say, hey, come over here, this will work. Or, hey, this shiny object over here, this will work. Or, oh, yeah, hey, I'm from the back of the room. You can come with me and I'll help you make all kinds of money. You see all kinds of that stuff out there. And it's hard sometimes figuring out what works and what doesn't work. You have to reach out and you have to start talking with people. That's what I did. I started reaching out and I started asking other people, all right, cool. Is this affiliate marketing thing? Is it legit? Does it really work? Man, it just popped up yesterday, so it's brand new, so I'm scared of it. Well, no, you dummy. It's been around for 20 years. There's been people doing it for forever. For crying out loud, go to Best Buy. Go to Google and type up Best Buy affiliate program. Guess what? They got one. Go to pretty much any big company website, scroll down to the bottom of it, and find the word affiliate, because a majority of the big companies out there have affiliate programs. It's a real thing. And you can talk with people that have been successful in affiliate marketing. Now, Tyler's exactly right. Just within a couple of months ago, Megan and I saw over $30,000 come in our business, which was more than what I used to make in a year at my 9 to 5. And that happened in 1 month. Now, yes, we've been doing this for a little while, up to about 2 years now. So we've got some experience in there. We've got an audience built up, but you don't have to have a goal of getting into this and going, hey, I want to hit 30,000 my first month, because it's not going to happen. But I promise you, if you work at it and continue to work at it, it will happen. The results are real, and I understand the skepticisms, but you have to reach out and you have to talk with people. That's the only way that you're going to find out how this works and that it is real. If you want to reach out to somebody and say, hey, man, can I get on a Zoom call with you? I'd really like to chat with you. Do that. If you reach out to somebody and they won't hop on a Zoom call with you, run in the other freaking direction. All right? I get it all the time. Megan and I, we have people out there impersonating us on Instagram, on TikTok. They get into our DMs and they start chatting with people that are commenting with us and saying, hey, get on WhatsApp and let's crypto some stuff over here and let's crypto some stuff over there. Run the other freaking direction. All right? I promise you. But if you confront somebody and say, hey, let's hop on a Zoom call, I want to chat with you, I'm a little worried about this. My response is, all right, let's do it. Let's hop on a call. Let's chat. I'll be more than willing to. Because I know what we do is real and it works. It's made a huge difference in not only my life personally, but my family's life. I now no longer have to worry about my future and my family's future being in the hands of someone else. I am in control of my lifestyle and my future for me and my family. And that is a wonderful feeling. And so if you are missing that feeling, you need to get in. You need to get involved with this. You need to start learning these skills that we're teaching. And we're showing people every day how to change their lives. So once again, get up off the bench, get in the game, and let's get going with it. Because I promise you, from 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now, if you're still sitting on the bench looking at it going, all right, I'm in. I want to get in. I want to get in. I want to get in. Think about those months that you didn't do anything and you continued to sit on the bench and what other people are able to do with that time frame. I see it all the time. I have people reach out and say, hey, man, we've been following you since you guys got started. Well, that was 2 years ago. You know what we've built in 2 years? A multi-6-figure income with affiliate marketing. Just imagine if you had joined us 2 years ago when you first started watching us and following us. Or maybe they've been following us for just a few months, couple, 2, 3 months. Imagine what you can get started with just a couple of months. And like I said, our goal with the Wealth Warriors is to bring our students in and get them to 10K in commissions within 90 days. So if you've been watching us for 3 months, that's $10,000 that you've lost out on. So instead of saying, I don't know if I can afford this, look at it as, how can I afford this? And how can I not afford to get going with this when you can earn that kind of an income and also get you that time freedom and that financial freedom that you've been looking for?
100%. I mean, it's like, how can you afford not to do it when you want your life to change? And that's how I looked at it. I mean, I was working a 9 to 5 that I just, I'm like, man, I'm not going to be here for another 25 years doing this mundane job, making someone else rich, just to retire for, a couple good years and probably not have the energy or the stamina to do what I can do now and be able to go on the fishing trips that I want to do now and the hunting and the camping and all these things. Like, for me, it was honestly, a factor of how can I afford not to do this? Like, I have to do this. This is something that if I want my life to change, I have to take a leap of faith and trust in myself that I can put in the work, that I can put in the effort, that I can make this work for me. And, that's where you guys have to be, is dig down deep inside yourselves and say, it's up to me to make this work. Yeah, we're going to give you all the tools and resources. Yeah, we're going to do 90% of all the tech stuff and all that hard to set up stuff for you and all those things. but you still have to be convicted within yourself that you're going to make this work for you, because you have to make it work for you, because you don't want to be where you're at right now in another 10 years and live with a whole bunch of regret that you never got started. The time is now. It's never been a better time to get online than right now. I mean, if the last 2 years haven't shown you that, you've got your eyes closed and you're not looking very hard, because literally this is the greatest time to start an online business ever. And you have unparalleled support to help you do that. So make your decision, be smart about it. Let's get you guys the life-changing results that you're looking for. Let's make it happen. It's time. The time is right now.
Indeed, indeed. So it's been an awesome show today. Again, thank you guys so much for joining in. You know, we've covered a lot of information. Again, if you're watching this on a replay, make sure you leave us that hashtag replay. And again, as always, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to drop them in the comments. We will reply to them, even if it is on a replay. So again, make sure you leave us that hashtag replay. If you guys want more information on what we've talked about today and how you can get started with this amazing offer, make sure you leave us a hashtag Wealth Warriors or a hashtag I Want In, and we'll definitely reach out to you with that information. As always, thank you again. We will be back tomorrow. Not sure what time yet. We haven't scheduled that up yet. We'll eventually get this on a consistent schedule here. But join us tomorrow for our Wednesday wins, as we do showcase some of our students' wins and what we've been seeing and some of the results that our students are getting. So again, it'll be an awesome show. Thank you for joining us. Tyler, you got anything to send us off with?
No, that's awesome, guys. I mean, I think you guys have all the information that you need. You see the supports there. You see the comments in the comment section of people saying how amazing it's been to join the Wealth Warriors, you know, the wins that they're already getting. And tomorrow we're going to showcase some of those. So go out and have an amazing Tuesday, make some good choices, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys tomorrow.